Sheriff's Office while the Stevens High School Band, under the direction of George Dragoo and Jordan Seidel, play the national anthem.
Good afternoon and welcome class of 2025. Rapid City Area Schools Acting Superintendent, Dr. Corey
Strasser, district personnel, Board of Education members, parents, family members, guests, and Stevens High School staff. Thank you for joining us in our celebration of our 56th annual commencement exercise for Stevens High School on this Memorial Day weekend. I would like to take a moment to remember those who gave their lives protecting our nation, and thank you to those who continue to serve. You will notice that we have numerous faculty and staff members with us this afternoon. Their attendance and participation in this ceremony is another indicator of their commitment and dedication to our students. Earning a high school diploma is the culmination of 13 rewarding years of hard work and dedication to academic excellence. I want to congratulate all of you on your success and commitment that you have shown. Today, we are here to recognize the students who have earned a high school diploma. What we are not specifically recognizing are all of the other accomplishments and inherent learning of these students during the past 4 years. Bringing out the ability and talents of these students is credited to their teachers, advisors, coaches, parents, and personal fortitude. The accomplishments made to date may have never materialized had these students not been given the opportunities and experiences by their prior mentioned influences. I would like to share some accomplishments of the class of 2025. 227 students, that's 54% of the class of 2025, participated in our Academic Honors Convocation. The students were recognized for earning cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude academic status. Additionally, they earned numerous awards and scholarship. Students were offered over $12 million in scholarships. Individual student academic accomplishments are noted in your program. Within this class, there are 121 South Dakota Board of Regents scholars, 87 South Dakota Opportunity Scholarship qualifiers, and 2 Presidential Award nominees. Additionally, students have earned numerous awards for academic competitions, orchestra, band, and vocal music competitions, including All-State Awards and athletic championships. The students of the class of 2025 have been excellent role models for subsequent classes. Their demeanor and decisions contributed to maintaining an environment conducive to teaching and learning at Stevens High School. Throughout their 4-year career, they created beauty in our school. They created beauty with their instruments and their voices. They created beauty with their hands and their paintbrushes. They created beauty on the soccer fields and the tennis courts. And they created beauty by serving others. I want to encourage the class of 2025 to continue to share their talents while uniting and inspiring others as they take on their next adventures. Now, I would like to introduce Whitney Rencounter, who will perform a traditional Lakota honoring song. He will be honoring all graduates. Please stand.
Congratulations, all the graduates.
We have select graduates of the class of 2025 who will share their thoughts with you. First, Olivia Berger.
Good afternoon, class of 2025, and congratulations. Before I begin, I want to thank my family and friends that have supported me throughout high school. I wouldn't be up here today without their continued support. Next, I want to extend a thank you to the parents, teachers, and faculty in the crowd today. I know that my fellow graduates and I are grateful for the sacrifices you've made to get us here. The class of 2025 was memorable. Our high school careers were shaped by key memories. Squeezing into the student section at homecoming, attending pep rallies, and somehow resorting to parking in the grass as senior year progressed, or faculty parking when the situation was particularly dire. We entered our freshman year in 2021 with blurry eyes, unsure of what the next 4 years would hold. Sophomore and junior year, our lives became clearer. We took new classes, more AP classes if you chose to forego some of the critical high school memories I mentioned above. We gave speeches speeches in English class that we hoped everyone would forget, but we definitely remember some of yours. Our senior year began with excitement, then consisted of several months of deciding what we wanted to do with our lives, and culminated with our graduation ceremony here today. I'm sure you've already done plenty of reminiscing today, so let's focus on what awaits you when you walk out of this building. I encourage my fellow graduates to close their eyes right now and envision their future. Then act on that vision. Wake up tomorrow with that vision burned into the back of your eyelids. Work towards that vision. Eat that vision. Drink that vision. Succumb to your vision. Understand that the future you imagine inevitably holds roadblocks or failures, but make a commitment to yourself to use them to your advantage. See those challenges as opportunities, and every day will become a part of your future vision. Do everything that I just mentioned above, but also forgo it. Remember to incorporate a beautiful and fulfilling life into your future vision, whatever that may look like for you. Write letters and send them to your friends, regardless of where they're at next year. Try something new, take a risk. Make a commitment to yourself to pursue the things that make your life fulfilling. While you're pursuing your vision or relishing in the joys of life, remember those around you. Speak your truth with kindness and empathy. Choose to be the bigger person. Go out of your way to make others feel seen and heard. As we exit the ceremony today, I encourage my fellow graduates to see their visions, live their visions, but allow their visions to change. Enter the coming years with excitement about the possibilities that lie in your visions, not fear. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia. Next, our Stevens High School Concert Choir, under the direction of Ann Deckert and Leah Reed, and our Stevens High School Orchestra, under the direction of Tammy Schnittgren, will perform For Good. you. Now, I would like to introduce our next student speakers, Kaylin Brooks and Emmy Hofer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Emmy Hofer.
And I'm Kalen Brooks, and we are your senior class co-presidents.
Class of 2025, we finally made it. After years of early mornings, late night study sessions,
And probably way too much caffeine.
we are here in our caps and gowns, ready to take our next step. But let's be honest, this moment didn't always feel like a guarantee.
Who knew senioritis would hit us as hard as it did? Chris, you know what I mean?
Together, we faced challenges that we never saw coming, that forced us to adapt in ways we never expected. And yet, here we are, not just as young, timid freshmen who somehow survived high school, but as strong, confident seniors who have proved time and time again what it means to be resilient. If there's one thing our class knows well, it is that life does not always go as planned. We've truly been through it all, from last-minute schedule changes, last-minute cramming, a group project where only one person did the work, you know who you are, to a whole pandemic where we had to adapt from seeing our friends every day to being completely isolated doing online school at home. But yet, through these challenges, we persevered. We fought through adversity. We learned that resilience isn't about having everything figured out. It's about refusing to give up, even when things don't go the way we expect.
Think about all the moments where we had to pivot. Maybe it was a problem in class, a personal struggle, or even parking on the grass because there are no spots left in B-Lot. Due to these experiences, we have discovered something important, that the class of 2025 is pretty dang tough. We are more than capable of overcoming any challenge that is thrown in our path. Here's the thing about resilience, though. It's not just about getting through tough times. It's about growing from them. It's about looking back on the hardest moments and realizing that they shaped us into who we are today. We grew in ways that can't be measured, not by grades, not by test scores, and definitely not by height because Emmy hasn't grown since middle school.
Instead, we grew in how we supported each other, in how we learned to pick ourselves up after failure, and in how we found strength in community. If there is one lesson that we should carry with us from high school, it is this: growth happens in the moments we least expect, and often from the moments that challenge us the most. While we can only see growth when looking into the past, it is important to understand the power of moving forward and learning from our journeys and our mistakes in order to achieve our successes. But the best attribute we can learn is to be grateful. Grateful for all that we have endured and that we are sitting here now in this room together.
We often think of gratitude as looking back and appreciating what we had, but gratitude is also about how we move forward. Gratitude is showing up for the people you care about, embracing each moment, and choosing to see the good even when things aren't perfect. Life will always be unpredictable, but joy is something we can choose every single day. So today, on this beautiful and celebratory day, let's take a moment to express that gratitude. To our families, thank you for supporting us, believing in us, and let's be real, putting up with us. To our teachers, thank you for your guidance, your patience, and for conveniently forgetting the last time my dog ate my homework.
And lastly, to each other, thank you for the student section jokes, the classroom laughs, the practices, and the events. Overall, thank you for the smallest moments that made even the hardest days easier. Because in the end, it's not just the milestones that define our high school experience, but ultimately the little moments in between. The inside jokes, the late night conversations, and the times we showed up for each other when it mattered most, especially this year.
As we step into the next chapter of our lives, it is important to remember that we don't have to have all the answers. We don't have to know what we're going to do in 5 years. What matters is that we continue to show up for ourselves and for each other, with resilience, with gratitude, and with the belief that even when things don't go as planned, we have everything we need to keep moving forward.
So, to the class of 2025, we've had our ups and downs. We have overcome many obstacles life has thrown at us. We have adapted, persevered, and learned to see the joy in it all. So no matter where life takes us next, let us move forward with the appreciation for how far we've come and excitement for everything that lies ahead.
Oh yeah, and one last thing. Seniors, stand and cheer. Come on, seniors, what's your year?
2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5.
Thank you, Caleb and Emmy. Speakers, please join your fellow graduates. At this time, I would like to encourage you to acknowledge each graduate positively. Jonathan Ochter. Piper Almy. Kessler Anderson. Fernanda Armendariz. Piper Ashley. Derek Bakeberg. Nevaeh Barbian. Tice Barclay. Corbin Barnett. Quentin Bedford. Ian Beer. Hudson Beert. Caleb Belisle. Jackson Belton. Jaden Bennett. Avery Brenzi. Aiden Biesel. Camden Bickett. Ryan Blair. Braden Blenner. Chloe Bame. Olivia Berger. Cadence Borman. Jada Bonenkamp. Aaliyah Bishop Manakita. Reagan Bonnet. Samantha Bora. Seth Borslin. Taylor Brem. Miles Breckus. Jacob Brunninger. Brianna Brewer. Adam Bristow. Ayla Broderick. Gabriel Broghammer. Sarah Brookins. Caleb Brooks. Mason Brooks. Blixa Broussard. Alexis Brown. Joshua Burkhard. Briley Buren. Brooke Cadwalder. Aiden Callahan. Lydia Callahan. Leah Canaday. Victoria Carlin. Jacob Klebeck. Ava Christensen. Emma Christensen. Jess Christensen. Annika Christofferson. Nadia Shazinski. Joriana Cloud. Lilia Coleman. Braden Collins. Lainey Connell. Brooklyn Connett. Owen Kudai. Rowan Cook. Earl Cornett. Samuel Colson. Taylor Cowling. Judah Coyne. Megan Crow. Jocelyn Cudmore. William Cutler. Lucinda Daniel. Kane Darlow. Lane Davies. Morgan De La Pina. James Denholm. Parker Dennis. Molly DeWald. Benjamin Dio. Jack Dial. Thurston Diaz. Aaron Dirks. John Duran. Catherine Dorch. Frankie Dower. Emma Dressler. Taryn Drysdale. Mason Dunbar. Dalton Duenhager. Lyra Eads. Bryce Earhart. Christopher Ernie. Blake Eide. Haley Eisenbraun. Alexander Engel. Cecilia Ingstrom. Ava Erpenbach. Rylan Evans. Jada Fowle. Ian Feger. Eve Felke. Marcus Fenner. Kiera Fields. Kieran Fields. Isabel Fisher. Paxton Fisher. Ariana Floyd. Liliana Floyd. Andrew Foote. Bailey Fox. Marley Frank. Morgan Frank. Frank. Elizabeth Freeman. Jada Gabb. Abigail Gaeta. Annabelle Gamroth. Isaiah Geffrey. Elias Gillen. David Gomez Rubio. Talon Goodbird. James Green. Caitlin Gregerson. Cordelia Gray. Deacon Griffin. Brianna Grillo. Kane Gross. Belita Hungala. Isaac Har. Aiden Had. Nick Hale. Ethan Hansen. Luke Hanslick. Wyatt Harlan. Reese Harlow. Kyrie Harris. Emily Hoff. Minka Holly. Chloe Hennies. Emma Henriksen. Jordan Hepper. Connor Hickman. Sawyer Hill. Phineas Hilton. Addison Hoke. Sydney Hoke. Boise Ray Hockhausen. Emerson Hofer. Parker Hoffman. McKenna Hoffman. Tyler Holmes. Aubrey Horan. Henry Hoovdy. Harper Howe. Gianna Hauer. Tavin Hudson. Anthony Hurst Grimaldi. Jasla Hutto. Vivian Jacobs. Madeline Jacobson. Jeremiah Jokes. Chloe Jensen. Joey Jensen. Taya Jerky. Benjamin Johnson. Carter Johnson. Jocelyn Johnson. Rex Johnson. Seth Johnson. Emiliana Jolly. Brittany Jones. Keegan Jones. Taylor Jones. Carolyn Jostin. Joseph Junger. Marita Kalahar. Jamie Assis. Glenn Kaufman. Ace Kelly. Aiden Kellogg. Benea Kendall. Ella Kidd. Sohelia Kilsenwater Daniels. Seth Kirby. Magnus Kleinschmidt. Azura Klegel. Jenna Klinsky. Lauren Knapp. Charles Knight. Jupiter Knight. John Kosak. Logan Kozak. Joseph Kicker. Marcus Keel. Taylor Kurtenbach. Cashlyn Cutil. Keon Lafferty. Reese Lance. Brecken Larson. Jaden Larson. Taylor Larson. Noah Lowen. Zachary Laughlin. Gianna Laurenti. Taylor LeVake. Hunter Lee. Corey Lehman. Jennifer Lemon. Aaron Letner. Jia Lin. Zuhan Lin. Shanti Lind. Charlotte Lindsley. Devin Livermont. Tristan Lockman. Xavion Lofton. Catherine Lose. Aiden Liu. Brendan Lyons. Bria Mack. Alexandra Madsen. Makai Mann. Scarlett Marcus. Bryn Marietta. Summer Marnett. Brady Martin. Sydney Martin. Cruz Martinez. Yuana Matute. Shelby McCarthy. Maximus McDowell. Jesse McFarland. Amaya McIntyre. Nevada McKillop. Connor McLaughlin. Caleb McQuay. Joseph Meehan. Sierra Meredith. Emily Mearsham. Gabrielle Mertz. Jordan Michaels. Cody Miller. Mason Miller. Olivia Miller. Sydney Miller. Julia Mitchell. William Molman. Hunter Montgomery. Colton Morlang. Alexander Morteo. Annalise Mowell. Jason Mueller. Angel Murphy. Aubrey Murphy. Riley Murphy. Cooper Myers. Fate Neal. Damon Neesham. Christina Nelson. Opal Nelson. Lane Newton. Dominic Neiman. Isabella Norton. Preston Oberlo. Mibella Ochoa. Mackenzie O'Connell. Landon Ofstad. Caitlin Ortman. Blake Olmstead. Aislinn O'Neill. Isabella Opbrook. Miriam Osler. Magdalene Outland. Kelly Payne. Kyra Perkins. Jet Peterson. Jolie Peterson. Cheyenne Petro. Max Ferris. Austin Pigman. Garrett Flooster. Talia Porter. Tyler Portlock. Eli Pothier. Chase Potter. John Pulis. Oslin Quintal. Cordelia Rayforth. Sienna Ramirez. Carson Rank. Sophia Raymond. Brianna Reagan. Maya Rearick. Brady Rehorst. Sophia Rayal. Marissa Reno. Jonathan Reed. Aaliyah Richards. Carson Richmond. Grayson Riddle. Julian Riley. Connor Riss. Vincent Robinolt. Kane Roberts. Nina Roberts. Joseph Robinson. Alexa Rowland. Rosenboom. Ephraim Roke. Dalton Rosebrook. Isabel Roskonnect. James Russ. Aiden Russell. Emily Sabers. Curtis Salazar. Caleb Salazar. Raiden Sato. Lyra Saunders. Lindsay Shower. Kendra Shell. Christian Schmaltz. Leo Schmid. Mackenzie Schmier. Kaylee Schulke. Benjamin Schumacher. Molly Schwezo. Jayla Scott. Vivian Sears. Daylor Segrist. Jenna Syme. Jeremiah Shepard. Kylie Sherman. Samuel Sherrill. Vance Shire. Cecilia Shine. Tatum Simmons. Kale Skinner. Riley Sleep. Haley Smith. Tegan Q. Smith. Tegan A. Smith. Annabella Spidell. Nicole Stampy. Annika Steele. Chloe Stamen. Caitlin Stein. Briggs Stetler. Mackenzie Stetson. Sabrina Stevenson. Xander Stone. Graham Stroman. Henry Strauss. Lael Sutton. Roberta Swallow. Ella Schwartz. Dalton Simonsky. Dylan Simonsky. Danae Taylor. Allie Tennyson. Kaylee Tesh. Cambry Thomas. Brody Thompson. Jacinta Thompson. Gabriel Thompson. Lauren Tillis. Patty Timmons. Dylan Tipton. Sebastian Churchma. Amelia Torres. William Cheddar. Shane Tubbs. Emery Tucker. Jaden Turgeon. Ava Underwood. Ashton Unterbrunner. Christian Usera. Nathaniel Usera. Lady Van Zee. Claire Vivquain. Zane Voller. William Waddell. Olivia Wall. Emerson Walters. Henry Wasson. Sydney Wathen. Drake Watkins. Dominic Waters. Keaton Webb. Gavin Weber. Jacob Weber. Owen White. Tyson Weiss. Miles Wenblom. Daphne White. Ava Wilbur. Connor Williams. Jacob Williams. Macy Williams. Hannah Williamson. Nolan Williamson. Avery Wilson. Ethan Wilson. David Whiff. Ethan Wishon. Isabella Wood. Evan Woods. Eli Wright. Tucker Wurtzer. Paige Zimiga. Kaden Zolnowski. And Jairo Munoz. Graduates of the class of 2025, please stand. After we play the Raider Fight song, you are invited to join us on the main floor for congratulations and pictures as we play the class song. You're gonna go far. I present the class of 2025.